Hello, everybody. Manly is here, and welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. And in this episode, we are going to be doing the side quest. I know I said previously that I wasn't going to do them because they really are kind of a slog to get through. But after doing a little bit of research, the consensus seems to be that the side quests can expand on a lot of what goes on in the end of the game and explain some certain things during the final cutscene. So with that, we're going to do them. Now, we have 2 here already in the Hideaway, plus an unknown amount at the reading table. Additionally, we have some scattered throughout the main areas, or at least one in each main area. So what this episode is going to provide is all these side quests in one. Now, if you want to skip this episode, by all means, I know I said it expands upon things in the ending, but I don't necessarily think that they're necessary to understand the ending. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start our first one, which is going to be Blacksmith's Blues.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
Okay. Of course we're going to help.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Alright, to Dravost we go. And, you know, I honestly expect these to be a little bit longer than normal side quests. So this episode, I imagine, is going to be quite long.
Is still standing. For now, at least.
Let's see and make sure that we have our potions.
Thank you. Here you are.
Let's go ahead and get these elixirs. Why not?
Here you are.
We have the gill.
Thank you.
Okay.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Well, I'm ready.
You, ready for the off then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
All right. Which one of you?
Into the fray. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Is we didn't look at our new abilities with Shiva. This isn't good. Damn, that ate up our raging fist. Do this.
Is that it?
Nope.
Apparently not.
Is this a Kashik? Doesn't look like it. Chimera, okay.
Better already.
Oh, wow. Oh, I was just on the edge of that. Nice, nice. This feels good getting those blocks off. Oh, I should have procced my lightning rod first. That's okay. Alrighty. And plenty of ability points just in time to upgrade some of Shiva's abilities that we'll look at here in a moment.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Let's see what Zoltan has to say about this.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoj what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Who'd have thought that we'd get
And this
a
is
seal for a Boy Scout
token
sash?
of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoj in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Yep, let's head back to the Black Hammer and see what exactly they're going to forge us as far as this new fancy blade.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? That'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
All right. 4,800 experience puts us almost halfway to a new level, and we get the Goddardammerung design draft, a diagram detailing the steps to forge a sword that might slay a god. Now, I'm curious to actually get that. And we get Ragnarok. Ancient Ashen legend purports that one day, the age of the dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth. Clash they call Ragnarok. Let's see what exactly we need for the Goddardammerung.
Trouble with your gear, or... I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
Glad I could be.
So, what'll it be?
Okay, Ice Brand. Oh, we could make Ice Brand with what we have Can't imagine that we're going to be using that ice shell for anything else. Electrum, stone tongue. Stone tongue. What do we need over here? Stained loincloth. Probably what we're going to get from bounties or quest. Okay, Ragnarok's that. Let's go ahead and make ice
No
brand.
scratches, right?
Goddardammerung. We need 2 more orichalcum, 2 dark steel, and a primitive battle horn. And that's at 375. Wow, that is much better than what we have equipped.
Anything else?
No, but let's look at Ragnarok. Okay. Awesome. Now we got that equipped. And we have even weirder science that we're going to be completing. But I first want to take a look at our new abilities. So we have Shiva channeled now. Let's take a look. So we have Mesmerize. Launch multiple shards of ice that upon striking smaller enemies, draw them toward Clive. Can be used midair. We also have Ice Age. Unleash a river of icicles that greatly knocks back any enemies it strikes. Hold to increase potency. We also have Rhyme. Summon a colossal ice crystal that deals continuous damage to all enemies that become trapped inside, as well as Diamond Dust. Summon a winter storm that freezes enemies in place within a radius before knocking them back. And of course, Cold Snap, which is our R1 move. I want to use Rhyme, particularly. And here's why. I always get confused. We're gonna put it on that one. I think we can also use her there. Why don't I do this? I'm kind of making it a little bit complicated here. I'll just keep everything together. Put Flames of Rebirth there. Shiva can go there. And what do you think we should put here? Let's keep using Lightning Rod then. Okay. I think that looks good. I don't think the cooldown time for aerial blasts is entirely necessary. So let's see if there's something else that might... Lightning Bolt, Thunderstorm, Judgment Bolt. 2.7 seconds. Healing potency. We could do damage. We could see how that works. Okay.
The stew's awful.
Let us now do even weirder science. And what we actually might do, just kind of looking at the time, is we'll do the Hideaway side quest, and we'll probably end the episode, and then we'll do the surrounding side quest. But I'll have to take a look at the missives table and see what quests are there
Canva lost. It can't be true.
before we make
Yes?
that decision.
Can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
What a wonderful idea, Jocelyn. Let's do just that.
Okay. Let's see what even weirder science has.
In the hands of a Akashic.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermal amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
He'd be happy to.
If it's for the good of the Hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind, and we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
Okay, it looks like we're going to be going on a series of fetch quests. So let's just start from the top then, and we'll go to Hawkscry Cliff, the Kojit Echoes, and then up here to Northreach. Okay. Yep, so we'll... Actually, it might be easier just to spawn in at the auto docks and go this way. Yeah, let's try that. Not even gonna bother with these little goblins. It's just getting on Ambrosia. Okay, and we'll cross the bridge up here. Oh, and we'll just follow this path. This one actually might not take too long, barring any like dialogue. Oh, there's a thingy there. That's interesting. Okay, I got some fallen bugs. Really not going to mess around with those, but we do need to go past them. Alrighty. It's probably it up there.
You deserve a
is it
rest.
not? I feel like it would be, right? Aren't these like those little chest things? It's been a while since we've opened one, but... Okay. This probably looks more like it.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
It's over.
Sorry, I'm just really messing around with these attacks. Nice, nice. Okay, awesome. 63, that's, I think, the most that we've made in a stagger. You just tanked all those shots. Okay, our first spherical echo.
Right then.
Now let's fast travel down to the corrosion echoes, but first let's see. Yep, that's gonna be the closest one.
Come on.
You know, I wonder if I can just like walk in and pick it up. Oh, I can't. Damn. Ooh, that's a pretty powerful. I do like that. The bombs take forever. They're probably one of the more like tanky enemies. Sorry, they're probably one of the more like tanky enemies in the game. Like they just have such a high either like defense or
one to go.
Health pool. All right. And where's this one? Down there. So we'll spawn in Northreach.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Can chocobos really fly? I wonder. They don't really give that appearance, so it's kind of fucked up for Clive to say. Nope. Let's ignore those guys. Fortunately, these guys can't. Rhyme does come back super quick, though. Alright, where's this sucker at? There it is. Should be our last one, and hopefully we can just
Owen can uncross his
travel
toes now.
back.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
It's definitely good, because we have 3D spherical echoes. No doubt the Fallen had some other purpose in mind for these contrivances than to stud them in a smelter, and would ridicule us for doing so, just as a man of the present day might laugh at a goblin using a carefully filed cogwheel to enliven his hat.
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit him to the smelter right away! May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owen.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the Hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
All right, slowly crawling up to the next level, and we have another expanded potion satchel with the same exotic alloy from which the clasp of this satchel was fashioned to be used to craft a suit of armor. It should surely be supple enough to accommodate even the greediest knight's ever-expanding belly, necessary for further increasing consumable inventory capacity. And a goblin coin. Inventory maximized, so that must mean it's the last one then. Awesome. So now we can hold 8 potions, 5 high potions, 4 of each tonic. Outstanding. Okay, now these are starting to be a little bit more worth it. I just wish that they didn't shower us with all these great items from side quests towards the end of the game. All right, now that we have that complete, what is this room? The bunk. Okay, let's go and check our chambers. Let's go this way. Oh, we have something unlocked here for bounty points, so let's take a look there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Alrighty, and at 1635, a fitting performance, Natalie reports an unexpected surplus in Dalimil's stores, and, as a means of showing the town's gratitude for past assistance, has expressed her distinct wish that one, Lord Underhill, partake in their good fortune. From Victor. We get 2,500 ability points. That is amazing.
You earned this.
Wow.
All done?
Really good. Okay. So let's see what these side quest missives could be.
It's a wonder they can still walk.
Come back. The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect?
Okay, and we just have one. Let's read the healer's place. Thank you for helping me guide my mentor free from his mortal coil. Contrary to what the madding crowd believes, we physicers are not without our limits. Cannot hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. The only medicine that will see you home safe without fail is prevention. Not that this knowledge will ever stop any of you from chasing down some behemoth for its toenails. From Tarja. And we have Captain Doris. Sir, I and the other Cursebreakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest her recent investigations have visited upon her, Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply. And we will heed Colt's request.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
So we start self-determination. Let's go check in on Doris, who I can't say I remember ever speaking to before this. Man, and you know, and I say that because I feel as if Final Fantasy has kind of set the bar for character development, and when it does this, it kind of doesn't really meet that expectation. But that may be on me.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Probably a personal reason. Some deep personal connection, maybe. But I'm sure we'll find out.
Somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sanbreque. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the Hideaway.
I remember Doris now. Yeah, from a previous side quest. Self-determination, going to the auto docks. It's just that they're kind of forgettable. Which, again, talking about how Final Fantasy has definitely created a reputation of awesome character development. Just to be let down by these, I don't know.
Let's go.
Would flat be the right word? But really, I don't have much of a litmus test, I guess you could say, to compare these Final Fantasy characters to others. You know, when I played Final Fantasy XV, I thought that those characters were really cool and
good. They haven't broken camp yet.
But here it's just, I don't know.
Did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
Don't you feel bad for these guys, like, just getting absolutely wrecked? Like you don't know our capabilities by now. Like, look at this poor guy. This is not what he signed up for.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter. And I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn. and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sanbreque. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Awesome. Self-determination complete. 600 ability points, not bad. Alrighty. A new missive. One not for a side quest, I'm sure. But let's go read it, because I'm sure it relates to the quest that we just did.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect?
Oh no. It's Miradol. Telemon Maid. Thanks again for helping get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them lot would still be stuck stilling Blightwater over a bonner. There's always room for improvement though, so don't get your knickers in a knot should I come a-knocking at your chamber door looking for more spheres and ash and whatnot. Okay. Well then, I think we'll stop here. I know I wanted to get through as many side quests, or all the side quests, in this episode, but that would really drag out far too long. Next episode, however, depending on the length, we have about 5 side quests to do. We'll probably get through them all then, and then we can finally get into the last quest of the game. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Those side quests were far more rewarding than previous ones, so I'm happy about that. But as always, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.